with Devin Harris and Jefferson. And for Chicago, Rose and Dang on the floor. Carlos Boozer and Joakim Noah, they're inside. And Bogan. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with him. He seemed to be most worried about the issue of how to contain Derrick Rose. He said Derrick's ball handling skills and his change of direction are just amazing. He's a real handful in the open floor. We'll see if Rose lives up to that reputation and breaks a few ankles tonight, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Rose. Over Bell. Rose, that's good. Derrick Rose, the Chicago native, so gifted, and he's only Clark getting better every game.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He improved his field goal percentage and his three-point percentage last season while also carrying more of a night-to-night scoring load. I mean, his field goal percentage is very good at 49% for a point guard.
4 on the clock, 3 seconds left, kept alive, 4 seconds left. Here's Jefferson, count it, and the rebounding finally paid off.
And finally, Kev, they get one to fall. Man, it's been a struggle here to start this game.
And here's Rose. Boozer passes to Day. Back to Boozer. Millsap's there. 2 on the clock. It's Boozer missing. But Clark, you mentioned Rose's three-point percentage. It's improved, but it still has a ways to go.
Well, they got up to 27%, Kevin, and that is an improvement, but he's got more room to grow. And knowing how hard he works and how good he wants to be, I'm expecting him.
Derrick Rose, born and raised in Southside Chicago, and in a very successful amateur career.
Boy, he sure did, Kevin. How about he won 2 state championships in high school, played collegiately for the University of Memphis, and in the only year he was there, they got to the NCAA championship game, and he was a primetime performer during that whole run that season.
No good from Bell.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
Rose against Harris. Now Rose. Left side Boozer. Defended by Jefferson. Boozer gets the bucket. And Rose Clark selected #1 overall by his hometown Chicago Bulls back in 2008.
Well, it seems like it was a good fit, perhaps meant to be. They only had less than a 2% chance of winning the top pick, but they hit the jackpot and got their man in Rose.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
When you settle for that kind of shot, that's a wasted possession. That is not a high percentage look.
Kirilenko gets a hand on it. Jazz trail by 3. Here is Bell. He's picked up by Dang. Harris outside. Now Millsap. Over Boozer. Millsap misses. Under 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Rose passes to Dang. The shot is off.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Here is Harris. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. From downtown. Shot's good.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
Here's Rose. Paul Millsap with the rebound. A basket here, and they could have their first lead of the game. Jefferson kicks to Harris. Here's Bell. Millsap with it. Boozer picks him up. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his first 2 points. Harris against Rose. Throws it up. Hits the quick shot.
This is what happens when the defense lags. Wrong guy to give an opening to.
And here is Harris. And here's Bell from the arc. And Luol Deng pulls it down.
So far, he just can't get one to go from the field. It's just been one of those kind of games.
And yep, that falls, and the foul is called. We'll see him shoot one from the free throw line.
First at the line, Bulls.
The free throw drops for Rose. You know, for these Bulls last season, Clark, they had some drama in the locker room, maybe people not seeing eye to eye in the front office and on the coaching staff.
Yeah, they certainly did. I would call it front office friction.
Yeah.
But yet, despite that, Kevin, good young talent. So whoever steps into that situation has something to work with.
Jefferson, that's good. Jefferson's got his second basket of the game. Chicago leading. Rose kicks to Boozer. Millsap on him. Noah against Millsap. Outside Rose.
Already, he finds himself in foul trouble here.
Getting back to what you were talking about, despite all the front office turmoil with Derrick Rose at the helm, the future does look bright for this Chicago team.
Well, not only Rose, I mean, you talk about Joakim Noah, you look at Luol Deng, he's in his prime, Taj Gibson, an impressive first-year player, so the Bulls have an awful lot of material to work with.
Earl Watson's checked in for Devin Harris. You look back at Utah's draft last June, an underrated story was that they own New York's first-round draft choice.
Yeah, and it ended up being the 9th overall pick. And that's not a bad pick for a team that's in the playoffs.
The shot by Karolinko, no good.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Takes it up, and it's Rose missing. Jazz trail by 3. Back to the pick for a team in Utah that's already gifted with young talent. Getting another young blue-chip talent is a tremendous boost.
Well, you have to take advantage of those kinds of draft opportunities. I mean, it's really a luxury to get to the second round of the playoffs and still be able to add players that you think can help you immediately.
Here's Karolinko. Kisses it off the glass. Karolinko's. Here's Rose. He's got 10. Under 6 minutes left in the first. Millsap gets whistled for blocking. That is his first foul of the game.
A little too much body contact there. You have to stay in front of the ball handler by moving your feet, or you'll get tagged with that call every time.
Here's Deng. Not on the scoreboard yet. Baseline jumper. That doesn't go either for Rose.
When you take a leaner like that, a difficult shot, it's going to hurt your chances, no matter which way you cut it.
Here is Bell, covered by Brewer. Fires the 3. No good from Bell.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket.
Rose kicks to Brewer. Back to Rose. For 3. Rose can't get that one to fall.
It's not been a day to remember, but if they get...
And Jefferson throws it down hard. Replay here. Sprite Slam Cam showing it once more.
Boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Rose. Right around 5 minutes left in the first quarter. He's covered by Watson. Here's Deng. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. After a disappointing 09 campaign for Deng, he came back as a force last season, Clark.
Well, with Luol Deng, it was the injuries that slowed him up, Kevin, the year before last, and it seemed like he was out looking to make up for all of the lost time, and he really stepped things up.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Carlos Boozer. Then for the Jazz, Derek Favors checked in for Paul Millsap. Here is Watson. Bell with it. Now Karolinko. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And back to Deng. You saw his points jump back to about 17.5 a game and set a career high in rebounding as well.
Yeah, I like that fact. Rebounding the ball at a high level. And with Gordon out and in Detroit last year, you knew that they were going to have to pick up the scoring, and Deng really delivered with that.
Andre Karolinko, always a formidable defensive presence. Clark with his quickness and that elastic wingspan of his.
Yeah, call him Mr. Gadget, and last season was a pretty good one for him statistically as well. Unfortunately, a calf injury late in the season derailed his action in the playoffs.
Bell, the Jazz with another miss.
This quarter's been a disaster for him, Kevin. He just can't buy a bucket.
Let's go to our great sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for an update. Doris?
Guys, Al Jefferson has maybe the best footwork in the low post of anyone in the league right now, but he evades shot blockers so well that he doesn't get to the free throw line that consistently. Jefferson said, "When I ball fake, I go away from guys. I don't lean into guys to draw fouls. It's something I have to get better at." You have to think it's something he'll be able to figure out. Those N1s add up, Kevin.
They definitely do. Thanks, Doris. Kept alive.
Ill-advised shot there. No question about it.
And so here is Chicago. Outside Rose. He's covered by Watson. Gibson backs him down. Brewer guarded by Kirilenko. And here are the Jazz now. And here's Watson. Here's Kirilenko, defended by Gibson. 5 to shoot. With 1 second left, it's blocked.
24-second shot clock violation.
Yeah, baby, groovy.
Chicago ball.
The Bulls with a chance to retake the lead. Here is Brewer. No points for him. Backing down is Dang. Over Kirilenko. Dang with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 2. Here is Watson, trailing by 2. Screen by Jefferson. Bell with it. 5 to shoot. He's picked up by Dang. No good from Bell.
You got to expect more out of it.